Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ysabella Brave, and tonight's a topic that once again has been asked for a long time, and it's long overdue, and that's the topic of cyberbullying and cyberstalking. I've been getting a lot of letters for tips and help and assistance in this, and after doing a great deal of research with, of course, my own personal experiences, the data is daunting, and this is a real problem. So it's over 95 degrees in my apartment, so forgive me. Anyway, okay. So what I've discovered is that over 50% of high school students say that they have been cyberbullied. 11% say that they have been cyberstalked. This is awful, terrible information. It's horrifying, really. And also that over 50% of high school students say they have cyberbullied someone, which is pretty much everybody, and that's terrifying. Some of these tips are going to be kind of duh for some folks. Some people don't know about it, and it's very, very crucial information, and it doesn't hurt to be reminded in case we get in case we get a little loosey-goosey with remembering how important it is to guard personal information and protect ourselves online with all the creepy wackadoos that are out there. For example, guard your contact info in general. Don't give out your phone number. Don't give out your email address and screen name, full name, address. Keep as much contact info as possible to yourself. The people who need to know it will know it. This is not something to just hand out because no one can do anything with it. Of course they can. Obviously, don't share passwords, not even with your friends in real life. This is something that I think people will forget because they really trust people that they have every reason to trust, but friendships don't always last, and a lot of damage can be done if passwords are shared and things like this. What I would say myself is to assume that no digital communication is private, because it may not be. So be very careful if you're having especially an exclusive internet relationship, friend, acquaintance. Be very careful that whatever you're writing, the whole world may know or see or hear. This happens all of the time, so take a second, third, fourth look at what you're sending out there, and do you really want that to fall into everybody's living room? Maybe not. And if you can't save it for face-to-face conversation, it's probably too private to be talking about with that kind of an individual. Also, it is highly suggested that if you start to be harassed or bullied, say in an instant message or in a sort of real-time environment where it's happening right at that moment, log off. Just put an end to it, log off, go away, forget about it, log on later, and don't let them reel you into this kind of conversation with you and bullying you. And what's advised across the board, especially by law enforcement, is if someone is harassing you in general, and on the internet as well, and they're bullying you and berating you and stalking you or harassing you, whatever word you attach to this, it's very important to not bother reacting, except once if you feel the need. It's perfectly acceptable and sometimes advisable to send one letter saying, "Leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to have anything to do with you," and that'll be on record. Save that. Speaking of saving things, whatever communications they send to you, save them as evidence. Doesn't mean you have to look at it, doesn't mean you have to read it, but save it as evidence. And don't bother telling them again and again and again to leave you alone. Once is sufficient. If they don't hear that, they're bananas, and that's not your problem. So don't feel the need to react to any of this. If you're concerned that you need to defend yourself in any fashion against rumors or gossip or harassment, don't worry about that. The people who know you and the people that matter will not believe any of this stuff, and they'll know you for who you are, and just attribute it to someone saying that you're purple. It's really that ridiculous, and it's not something you need to be concerned about. People that believe gossip anyway, need to get a life. So I wouldn't be concerned about that too much, about your reputation or gossip, things like this. Really is irrelevant, and who you are will be seen by your own behavior, except by those who are missing something inside of this. So again, one response, leave me alone, that's it. And if you feel that you are capable, save their communication to you as evidence. These are tools that will help you equip yourself for privacy and safety, and I hope you guys remember them. Don't forget, of course, that you're always able to go to authorities that you feel are appropriate depending on the situation. If you're underage, I highly recommend you tell your parents and a teacher or 2 or 3. Whatever you feel you need to do, there is no overreaction to this in your life. But I would refrain from getting involved with the bully, because who needs him? So I hope this helps, and I hope you guys are doing very well. I'm still sick. It's really, really hot. I kind of want to be a dog in a car with the window down and just, you know. Okay, well, I'll see you guys later. I am going to go sit in front of my fan. Good night.